the most disturbing sound ever recorded in a black hole. Black holes are supposed to be silent. No light escapes them. No sound should come from them. Nothing. But then scientists detected something disturbing, a deep, haunting signal from a black hole system 250 million light years away. When NASA converted the data into sound, it didn't sound beautiful. It sounded like something waking up in the dark. Welcome to Cosmic Unknowns. Today, we're listening to the most disturbing sound ever connected to a black hole, and the truth behind it is even scarier than the sound itself. 1. A sound that shouldn't exist. Black holes are famous for one thing: silence. They are regions of space where gravity is so powerful that nothing, not even light, can escape once it crosses a boundary known as the event horizon. By definition, black holes should be among the quietest places in the universe. After all, sound cannot travel through the vacuum of space. So imagine the shock when scientists announced they had recorded a sound coming from a black hole. Not a simulation, not a movie effect, an actual signal detected from a black hole system and converted into something humans could hear. The result wasn't beautiful. It wasn't inspiring. It was deeply unsettling. A low, haunting moan that sounded less like science and more like something from a cosmic horror film. 2. The black hole at the center of a galaxy cluster. The story begins nearly 250 million light years from Earth, in the Perseus galaxy cluster. This enormous collection of galaxies contains one of the most massive known black holes in the nearby universe. Sitting at the center of a giant galaxy called NGC 1275, this black hole has been influencing its surroundings for millions of years. Scientists studying the cluster noticed something unusual. The black hole wasn't simply sitting there quietly. It was actively interacting with the superheated gas surrounding it, and those interactions were creating enormous pressure waves that rippled through the cluster like waves spreading across a lake. 3. How scientists heard the impossible. At this point, you might be wondering how anyone could possibly record sound in space. After all, space is mostly a vacuum, and sound requires matter to travel through. That's true. However, the Perseus cluster isn't empty space. It contains vast amounts of extremely hot gas. Within this gas, pressure waves can travel in much the same way sound waves travel through air. Using observations from NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory, astronomers detected these ripples moving through the cluster. The frequencies were far too low for human ears to hear naturally, but once scientists shifted them upward by many octaves, something extraordinary happened. Humanity heard the voice of a black hole for the first time. 4. The deepest note in the universe. What emerged wasn't music. It wasn't even close. The sound was an incredibly deep vibration, estimated to be around 57 octaves below middle C. To put that into perspective, even the deepest notes humans can hear are nowhere near that low. If the black hole's original sound could somehow reach your ears unaltered, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The frequency is so low that one full wave can take millions of years to complete. Yet after being adjusted into a range humans could perceive, the result became one of the strangest recordings ever associated with space. 5. Why the sound feels so unnatural. Many people who listen to the recording describe a feeling of discomfort. Some call it eerie, others call it haunting. A few have compared it to the sound effects used in horror movies, but the unsettling feeling isn't just psychological. Human brains evolved to recognize certain patterns in sound. We associate low frequencies with danger. Thunderstorms, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and large predators often generate deep vibrations. The black hole recording taps directly into those ancient instincts. Even though we know it's simply data translated into audio, part of our brain reacts as if it's hearing something enormous and threatening. 6. The monster behind the sound. What makes the recording even more disturbing is understanding what's creating it. This isn't the black hole itself making noise. The event horizon remains silent. Instead, the sound originates from the black hole's influence on its environment. As matter falls toward the black hole, enormous amounts of energy are released. Powerful jets blast outward at nearly the speed of light. These jets disturb the surrounding gas, generating pressure waves that spread across hundreds of thousands of light years. In other words, the sound is a byproduct of one of the most violent environments in existence. 7. The scale is absolutely terrifying. Human beings often struggle to understand astronomical scales. The Perseus black hole isn't merely large, it's monstrous. The structures affected by its activity span distances so vast that light itself requires hundreds of thousands of years to cross them. Entire galaxies could fit inside some of the cavities carved out by the black hole's energy. When you listen to the recording, you're not hearing a local event. You're hearing evidence of forces operating across regions larger than many galaxies. Suddenly, the sound feels even more unsettling because of what it represents. 8. The Internet's reaction. When NASA released a sonified version of the data, the Internet reacted immediately. Millions of people listened. Videos spread across social media. Headlines described it as the sound of a black hole. Some listeners joked that it sounded like a cosmic monster waking up. Others admitted it genuinely frightened them. The reason for the fascination was simple. Space is usually presented as beautiful, stunning nebulae, glittering galaxies, colorful planets. The black hole recording offered something different. It reminded people that the universe can also feel strange, hostile, and deeply unsettling. 9. Other sounds from space. The Perseus recording isn't the only example of scientists converting cosmic data into sound. Pulsars, solar activity, planetary magnetic fields, and even distant stars have all been transformed into audio. Yet few have captured public imagination the way the black hole recording has. That's because black holes already occupy a unique place in human culture. They represent mystery, destruction, and the limits of our understanding. When people hear a black hole speaking, it feels less like a scientific experiment and more like a glimpse into something forbidden. 10. What the recording really teaches us. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the black hole sound isn't the audio itself, it's what the recording represents. Humans evolved on a small rocky planet orbiting an ordinary star. Yet somehow, through science and technology, we've developed the ability to detect events occurring hundreds of millions of light years away. We've learned to observe invisible X-rays, analyze cosmic structures, and transform distant pressure waves into something our senses can understand. The recording isn't just the voice of a black hole, it's proof of how far human curiosity has taken us. The most disturbing sound ever associated with a black hole isn't disturbing because it's loud, it's disturbing because of what it reveals. Hidden within the darkness of the universe are forces operating on scales beyond human imagination. A black hole sitting at the center of a galaxy cluster can send ripples through space for millions of years, shaping entire cosmic environments. When scientists converted those ripples into sound, they gave humanity something remarkable, a way to experience a tiny fraction of a phenomenon that exists far beyond everyday reality. And perhaps that's why the recording feels so unsettling. For a brief moment, it allows us to hear the universe not as a collection of distant objects, but as something alive with strange and powerful forces moving through the darkness. The sound of this black hole is disturbing, not because it is loud, but because of what it reveals. Somewhere 250 million light years away, a supermassive black hole is sending pressure waves through hot gas, shaping space around it like a cosmic monster breathing in the dark. It is not the black hole itself speaking it is the universe showing us the power of something we can barely understand. If this sound made space feel even more terrifying, like this video, subscribe to Cosmic Unknowns and stay with us, because the next mystery may be even darker. In the universe, sometimes the scariest thing is not what we see, but what we hear from the darkness. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more content like this.